I've seen engines evolve over decades, from the raw mechanical symphony of pistons and gears to the refined powerhouses that defined generations of cars. Each era brought its own innovations, its own legends, and its own unmistakable sound. The roar of a classic engine was more than just noise, it was a heartbeat, a symbol of freedom and American ingenuity. But today's electric revolution is rewriting the rules of the road. The world is shifting gears, moving from gasoline and grit to electrons and efficiency. It's not just about new technology, it's about a fundamental change in how we think about cars, energy, and the future of transportation. The iconic rumble of a V8 now competes with the silent surge of electric motors. Where once the growl of an engine signaled power, now the quiet acceleration of an EV hints at a new kind of strength. Instant torque, seamless speed, and a whisper-quiet ride that feels almost futuristic. This isn't just a new model year, it's a battle for the future of the American road. The highways that once echoed with the sound of combustion are now the proving grounds for a new era, where tradition meets innovation, and the stakes couldn't be higher. General Motors, a name synonymous with American cars, is at the center of this fight. For generations, GM has been the backbone of the auto industry, shaping the way we drive and even how we live. For over a century, GM defined the road with legends like the Corvette and Camaro, cars that became icons, inspiring dreams and dominating racetracks. Their legacy is built on innovation, performance, and a deep connection to American culture. But then Tesla arrived, capturing imaginations with sleek, fast EVs that seemed to leap straight from science fiction. Suddenly the future was here, and it was electric, challenging everything the old guard stood for. For a while it seemed the old guard was left behind, struggling to keep pace as the world raced toward electrification. The industry faced tough questions. Could these giants adapt, or would they become relics of a bygone era? But GM isn't backing down, they're betting everything on electric. With bold announcements and ambitious plans, they're determined to reinvent themselves and reclaim their place at the forefront of automotive innovation. Billions are being invested, factories retooled, and a new generation of vehicles is on the way. From advanced battery technology to cutting-edge manufacturing, GM is transforming from the inside out. Their goal? Not just to catch Tesla, but to lead the world in electric cars. GM wants to set the pace, shaping the future of mobility for everyone, everywhere. It's a classic showdown. Tesla, the disruptor, versus GM, the reinvented giant. Two visions, one road, and a race that will define the next century of driving. Can a century-old company pivot fast enough to win in an electric world? The challenge is immense, but so is the opportunity. The outcome will shape not just GM's future, but the future of the entire industry. We'll explore GM's plan, progress, and the massive challenges ahead. From engineering breakthroughs to market battles, every move counts in this high-stakes transformation. Buckle up, this is one of the most exciting races in automotive history. The road ahead is electric, and the journey has only just begun. When GM changes course, it's like turning an aircraft carrier, slow but unstoppable. For over 100 years, General Motors has been a symbol of American industry, shaping the way the world moves. Now, this century-old giant is steering itself into a new era, one powered not by gasoline, but by electricity. They've committed to an all-electric future, boldly announcing plans to phase out gas and diesel vehicles entirely by 2035. This is a seismic shift for a company built on the internal combustion engine. This isn't just a business plan, it's a transformation that touches every part of GM's operations, from the factory floor to the boardroom. It's a reimagining of what it means to be an automaker in the 21st century. Over $35 billion is being poured into electric and autonomous vehicles, fueling research, development, and the creation of new technologies that will define the next generation of transportation. New battery factories are rising and assembly lines are being redesigned from the ground up. GM is betting big, signaling to the world that it's all in on electric. Their strategy is ambitious, an EV for everyone, not just luxury buyers. Whether you live in the city, suburbs, or out in the country, GM wants to put an electric vehicle in your driveway. Electric Silverados are being built for the worksite, tough enough for the job, while Blazer EVs are designed for families on the go, blending style and practicality. And for commuters, the affordable Equinox EV promises to make electric driving accessible to more people than ever before, helping to break down the barriers to EV ownership. Even the legendary Hummer is making a comeback, this time as a powerful all-electric off-roader, proving that performance and sustainability can go hand in hand. By offering a wide range of models from rugged trucks to sleek SUVs, GM aims to reach more buyers than Tesla, making electric vehicles mainstream, not niche. It's classic GM, a car for every person purpose, now electrified for a new generation. The company is drawing on its rich history while embracing the future. Their deep understanding of American drivers, combined with a vast dealer network that stretches across the country, gives GM a unique advantage in the race to electrify. The electric future isn't a side project, it's GM's main event, the centerpiece of their vision for the decades ahead. It's a bold gamble, and one of the biggest in their history. If GM succeeds, it could change not just the company, but the entire auto industry, and the way we all drive. In the car world, numbers matter most. GM's EV sales were once tiny, but now they're second only to Tesla in the US. The Chevrolet Bolt EV and EUV hit the sweet spot, affordable, practical, and with solid range. These models helped normalize EVs for American families. Now, GM's new generation, like the Cadillac Lyriq and GMC Hummer EV, shows their ambition across segments. Ultium-based vehicles are ramping up, with more models hitting showrooms every month. While Tesla's lead is huge, GM's growth is real. They're selling tens of thousands of EVs each quarter. The momentum is building. GM is no longer just a player, they're a serious contender. The race is on. GM's rapid EV rollout hinges on the Ultium platform, a flexible modular system. Think of it as high-tech Lego. The same battery and motor bricks can build anything from SUVs to pickups. Ultium's unique battery cells can be stacked for power or laid flat for sleek designs. This flexibility slashes costs and speeds up production. As more Ultium vehicles roll out, prices drop, making EVs more competitive. Ultium isn't just hardware, it's a software ecosystem too. Over-the-air updates keep cars fresh, just like Tesla. By combining flexible hardware and smart software, GM has a modern foundation for its electric future. Ultium is the engine of their EV revolution. Legacy factories are GM's secret weapon and challenge. Instead of starting from scratch, GM is retooling plants to build both gas and electric vehicles. This flexible manufacturing lets them adapt to shifting demand. If EV demand spikes, they ramp up electric Silverados. If not, gas Tahoes keep rolling. Factory Zero in Detroit is now a flagship for all-electric assembly. Other plants like Spring Hill build EVs and gas cars side by side. It's complex, but it keeps their workforce employed and their options open. Unlike Tesla, GM can hedge its bets during the transition. The approach isn't perfect, dual production is tricky, but flexibility is key. GM's real-world solution lets them manage risk and seize opportunity. It's how they plan to bridge the gap to an all-electric future. The road to electric isn't smooth. Government policies keep changing. Tax credits and incentives once fueled EV growth, but new rules complicate things. Stricter requirements on battery sourcing mean some GM EVs may not qualify for full credits. That makes cars pricier and buyers hesitant. GM is racing to build a North American supply chain with new battery plants in Ohio, Tennessee, and Michigan. The goal: qualify for incentives and control costs. At the same time, they're working to make EVs affordable even without tax breaks. Policy uncertainty is a headache, but GM is adapting fast. The hope is simple: make EVs so good and affordable, incentives won't matter. The transition is messy, but GM is determined to lead. GM's electric journey started long before Tesla. In the 1990s, the EV1 was a bold experiment, futuristic but ahead of its time. Battery tech was limited, and the world wasn't ready. The EV1's controversial end, most were crushed, left a mark on GM's reputation. Later, the Chevy Volt plug-in hybrid taught GM about real-world EV practicality. The Volt's electric range covered daily commutes with gas backup for longer trips. These early efforts taught GM hard lessons: don't get too far ahead of the market, and public trust matters. Now those lessons shape their all-in EV strategy. They know they must earn back trust and make EVs practical for families. Past failures and successes fuel their determination. This time, GM is betting big and aiming not to repeat old mistakes. The past is their teacher, the future is their goal. In today's electric vehicle market, it often feels like it's Tesla versus everyone else. The competition is fierce, but Tesla stands out as the company that changed the game and forced the entire auto industry to rethink what's possible. Tesla's head start is massive, thanks to its direct-to-consumer sales model, a rapidly expanding network of fast superchargers, and a brand image that's as cool and aspirational as Apple. People don't just buy Teslas, they join a movement. Their Model 3 and Model Y are bestsellers, dominating EV sales charts worldwide. Tesla's technology lead is real, with over-the-air software updates, advanced driver assistance, and a minimalist, futuristic interior that sets trends across the industry. For GM, catching up to Tesla is like chasing a rocket that's already left the launch pad. The gap is wide, but GM isn't backing down. GM's strengths are different: a century of manufacturing expertise, the experience of building millions of vehicles, and a vast dealer network that stretches across the country. This gives GM a reach and scale that few can match. Need a repair or routine service? GM service centers are everywhere, making it easy for customers to get help. Tesla's service network is growing, but it's still playing catch-up in many regions. Tesla keeps things simple with just a handful of models, focusing on efficiency and brand clarity. GM, on the other hand, offers a wide variety: SUVs, trucks, crossovers, and more, hoping to appeal to every type of driver. GM is betting that as the EV market matures, buyers will want more choices, more body styles, and more ways to fit electric vehicles into their lives. Variety could be GM's secret weapon. Think of Tesla as the boutique, sleek, exclusive, and focused. GM wants to be the supermarket, offering something for everyone under one roof. Each company faces unique challenges. Tesla must scale up its quality control and expand its service infrastructure to keep up with growing demand. GM, meanwhile, must prove it can innovate, excite, and shake off its old company image. GM's challenge is to convince a new generation of drivers that it can make electric vehicles people truly crave. Cars that are not just practical but also desirable and fun. It's the classic battle of disruptor versus incumbent. Tesla is rewriting the rules, while GM is determined to prove it can adapt and thrive in this new era. The winner of this rivalry will help define the next era of driving, shaping how we think about cars, technology, and sustainability for decades to come. Both companies are pushing each other to be better, driving innovation at a pace the industry has never seen before. For car lovers and everyday drivers alike, that means more innovation, more excitement, and more choices than ever before. The race between GM and Tesla is just heating up, and the road ahead promises to be electrifying. Can GM really catch Tesla? It's too soon to call, but the fight is real. Tesla's lead in tech and brand is huge, but GM's scale and experience are formidable. GM's strategy: offer EVs for every taste and budget, backed by a trusted dealer network. Their success depends on execution, ramping up Ultium production, securing batteries, and building cars people truly want. They must make EVs not just alternatives, but better than gas cars in every way. Capturing public imagination is key. This isn't just a business rivalry, it's a battle for the soul of the auto industry. The winner will shape what cars mean for the next generation. Whether Silicon Valley or Detroit leads, competition is making both stronger. For drivers, the future is brighter and more electrifying than ever. The high-voltage showdown continues. The best is yet to come.